Hi, and thanks for watching our video about personalized learning in the mathematics classroom. All learners are not the same. Even differentiating for students of low, middle, and high levels does not meet the needs of every student. Personalized learning is the attempt to meet all of the individual learning needs of each and every student, and though it includes many of the characteristics of differentiation, personalized learning is more than simply differentiation taken to an extreme. Personalized learning takes note of the desired path of the learner. When there are multiple paths to achieve a learning goal, content, assignments, and so on can vary from student to student as they work toward mastery. Learners do not simply go through the same content on their own, on their own pace. Instead, with personalized learning, the content itself is adapted to meet each learner's needs. So why adopt personalized learning for math? Well, students come into classes with a variety of learning backgrounds, knowledge gaps, and interests. And while this is true for all content areas, it is perhaps has the largest impact on the math classroom. Without an understanding of integers and basic operations, foundational algebra is not possible. Without an understanding of foundational algebra, advanced algebra is not possible, and so on through the content. For the teacher, there's no one best place to focus one's teaching. Each student has their own specific needs. Even when two students are working through the same topic, learning gains occur at different speeds for each student. Teachers can differentiate as much as possible, but without some sort of computerized assistance, differentiating for each student is highly impractical. Enter personalized learning. Teachers can leverage this emerging technology to meet the specific needs of each individual student, as well as students being able to learn to self-regulate their learning. Students can potentially choose how they want to move through the curriculum, as personalized learning is built to adapt to each student. Ownership of one's learning can have a significant emotional impact as it empowers students to take control of their own learning. Personalized learning, self-regulated learning, and mastery-based learning has been around since the early 1920s and arguably has been around since the beginning of all education. In terms of technology tools associated with these approaches, learning management systems in their current form started with the development of the personal computer in the late 1980s, early 90s. The term LMS gets credited to the Plato K-12 learning system at the University of Illinois and developed further as the internet gained more access. Systems like Blackboard and WebCT dominated the market in the early 2000s and now have developed into a regular part of traditional schools. Today, these cloud-based systems have more capacity and allow for more connectivity. Also stemming from the development of the computer and internet, adaptive learning is an emerging technology and a rapidly growing business. However, this technology has its roots from behaviorist B.F. Skinner and his teaching machine and the development of artificial intelligence. His machine would notify the learner of a correct or incorrect answer, and that sort of feedback has developed over the years to include instructional support, mastery learning, and to even factor in emotions. Personalized learning tools can essentially be anything that follows a student-centered approach and allows student voice and choice. The emerging technology tools most associated with personalized learning are learning management systems like Google Classroom, Canvas, or even our EdTech Moodle here at Boise State. These LMSs allow for students to have access to content, feedback, and learning experiences anywhere and anytime. Self-regulated learning systems that use adaptive software and versions of machine learning are still emerging. These systems take the feedback given from the user and provide questions, hints, tools, and other feedback to students. Some examples of this include MathSpace, Dreambox, and ALEKS. For teachers, these are especially helpful in terms of utilizing data to create personalized learning experiences and for the students to take more ownership of their learning. These systems also allow students to manage their own progress at their own pace, working towards mastery. And although the technology has changed the medium in which personalized learning is occurring, the underlying strategies behind them are supported by research and theory. A learning management system, for instance, follows the principles of connectivism, where learning occurs by connecting information sources and can be done by non-human appliances. Adaptive learning tools follow a behaviorist model, a behaviorist learning theory with a stimulus response system that occurs through the software and supports of a mastery learning approach. Personalized learning tools are supported by a research in self-regulated learning showing increased levels of student motivation, responsibility, and academic achievement. Further, personalized learning in mathematics takes on a mastery learning approach, a strategy which is shown to have evidence supporting academic achievement and positive attitudes from students. Admittedly, much of the current research on personalized learning falls under the category of media comparison studies and often relies on educational myths such as learning styles. This, however, does not demonstrate a lacking on personalized learning itself, but points to the necessity of sound research based on sound theory. Additionally, it has great potential to impact education in specifically the areas that Clark pointed out in median comparison studies could show benefit: efficiency and cost. For students who need to focus on specific topics but are unable to get time to work on those topics due to being part of a time-bound traditional model, personalized learning could certainly save time and money by helping those students get through their courses more quickly and without needing to repeat entire classes for the sole purpose of improving on one specific topic. As mentioned in the previous slide, the strategies and theories of personalized learning are founded on have been researched and shown to have a positive connection for learning. Due to the online nature, so who's going to need this training that we're offering? Due to the online nature of personalized learning, teachers of all levels could benefit from this training. Teachers who are comfortable with both the necessary technology skills and instructional mindset could develop skills in personalized learning implementation. Teachers who lacked either the required technology skills or the mindset for implementation, as well as those who had the skills but were hesitant regarding such radical pedagogical changes, would be offered the support they need. Personalized learning is different in both concept and practice than that of a traditional classroom, and honoring the adjustment that teachers would need is certainly necessary for building up a teacher's capacity. Additionally, while the number of teachers ready for implementation at a given site or district is likely very low, such teachers could be tagged as coaches and empowered to assist those who are still learning the ropes. Personalized learning has very few limitations regarding its implementation beyond the specific tech needs of the learners. For this reason, personalized learning is recommended for usage in contexts where the students have unhindered access to technology such as Chromebooks or similar devices. As to the specific learning settings, it is equally suitable for brick-and-mortar schools as well as online or other alternative education settings. Thank you.